What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about time speeding up, and I'm also gonna talk about the importance of like focusing on your path and like how to kind of navigate through your path or whatever decision you decide to make when it comes to your life. It doesn't have to be long term; it could be short term or mid term, right? So let's get to it, right? So I'm using my life for example as well too. So let's get to it. So first, I'm gonna talk about time speeding up. So, if you're familiar, the days have been going by extremely fast. You know what I'm saying? So like, so it's hard to keep up with life. So hard to like, it's so hard just to like, because the energies we're going into, like, it's been going on since late 2018. Well, actually, the beginning of 2018. Like, the time has been going by extremely fast. So it's extremely hard to keep up with the days, especially the average person who works from a 9 to 5. I work at a 9 to 5, so like it's so hard to like to get tasks done and so hard to complete your daily goals throughout the day. Even if you have a day off, even if you're like enjoying your weekend, I've noticed I struggle with this a lot. It's so hard to like get things done throughout the day. Like there are times where I plan out my days, I'll write down my days. That helps, but it doesn't necessarily like just because I write stuff down on the things I want to get done throughout the day, it doesn't mean like I'm able to get all these things done throughout the day. It's not that I'm overfilling my schedule. It's more so that like since time hasn't speeded up extremely fast, so it's hard. So it's like just like what Chauncey once said on his YouTube video, he said like pretty much the hours is like 3 hours faster. So no matter what you do, you're always gonna be in a rush, or you always had to be in a hurry. Like back then in 2017, 2016, I used to like, I used to like, for example, one of my schedules was to wake up like at 5 a.m., go to the gym, shower, eat breakfast, then I'll go straight to the library. Like, and I'll take the bus to go straight to the library. And after I'm done, then I'll be in the library for like a couple of hours, and I'll take the bus, go back home, then I'll eat some lunch here and there, and then I'll go to the park, play some basketball on my off days. Then I'll fucking like go back to my room, clean my room, run some errands here and there, and like I'll probably just go to the park again, have some fun, and then I'll study. But like the time was like extremely slow. Like I used to like looking back, even talking about it, like it was just so crazy how much time we have throughout the day. I'll never forget my off days. Like it was so easy for me. Like it's so crazy. Like because in today's timeline, I can't fathom of taking a bus in a public bus. Well, yeah, well, it's different for me now because I'm in the military. So like I live in base, so I'm in the military post. Like I'm in base, so like I don't take any public buses or anything like that. So I just literally just walk to to my work. I could walk to my barracks and the cafeteria. Like all that shit, it's close by. But while I was a civilian and like I used to take the bus a lot. So looking back, like if I were to go back to my hometown and be civilian, it's like I can't fathom of taking a bus again because I used to always take the bus and like I'll always have enough time throughout the day. So like I'll take the bus, I'll go to the library, I'll go to the gym. Like I'll always take the bus to go from point A to point B, and it wouldn't be a problem. I'll never be in a rush. You know what I'm saying? But in this timeline we're in, I probably won't be able to do any of that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people struggle with this as well. Um, like Chauncey one, he mentioned that like Chauncey one mentioned that like before back then, like before time was like slow. He mentioned that like he used to walk like 3 miles to the gym every mornings, and once he was done, he'll walk back home 3 miles, and he still have time to get things done throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? But now in this timeline, we can't even do that. Even if you have a car or a vehicle, it's still hard to do that. So, I feel like since time is speeding up, um, like, um, I feel like this is my opinion. I feel like it could go both ways. So like, I feel like you can easily lose yourself since time is speeding up, or you can um, be extremely focused and manifest the things you want. It depends on what you're doing, in my opinion. So let's say you work at a job that you absolutely hate, right? You don't like, but let's say since time is speeding up, and that job is so demanding, since time is speeding up, you're not going to have time to focus on yourself. You're not going to have time to look for different jobs. You're not going to have time to know more about yourself. You're not going to have time to do spiritual practices. You're not going to have time to study about yourself, to know more about yourself, to do a lot of soul searching and to do shadow work so you can heal yourself. Instead, you're so consumed from that job you don't want to be in, especially at the average 9 to 5, especially if you work full time. because most of these jobs take up most of our time, and the timeline we're in, since time is speeding up so fast, when you work at these jobs, you're barely going to have time for yourself, especially if you have like a family, or if you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or if you have kids, or like if you have other errands that you need to take care of and other priorities, like if you gotta take care of your family or other stuff like that, or if you work two jobs, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard to do that. Even if you're working at a job you don't like, but you're also still trying to find a work through online or through in person, turning in resumes, I feel like it's still hard to do that because the days are going by extremely fast. And that's what I mean, where like you can easily lose yourself, or like that's what I'm kind of scared of. I'm kind of scared of like if I'm doing something I don't like, but since time is speeding up and the things I'm doing, it's so demanding, it takes up so much of my time and energy. I feel like if in order for me to be successful at that, it requires my focus and energy. But since time is speeding up, I don't have time to focus on the job and then focus on myself. Because in order for me to focus on myself and just do a lot of shadow work, it requires a lot of focus and energy. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, you can easily lose yourself if you're in a position where you don't want to be in. But if it's so demanding and it requires you to put all your focus on it because you're in survival mode, or you're in reliance of that job, you know? Just like most people, they're reliant on their jobs so they can make money, so they can survive, or to do their performance so they don't get fired. So it gets tricky. So that's what I mean. You can easily lose yourself. It's so easy since time is speeding up. I feel like you can so easily get lost in society. So like you like with these jobs, with these obligations, you know, if you have a family, or if you're like you got stuff you gotta take care of, you gotta run errands. It's so hard to know more about yourself. It's so hard to do your spiritual practices like meditations, maybe yoga, or like just doing shadow work, doing the healing work, or just knowing more about yourself, or trying to find ways you like and don't like. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Like what I'm saying is, so it's harder for you to find your personal time if you work at these 9 to 5 jobs that you don't like. But also, I also believe time is speeding up. It could also work in your favor. Let's say you love what you do. Let's say you just enjoy what you do, right? Well, that's a good thing because then even Chauncey mentioned on his YouTube channel, he mentioned that like if you love what you do, especially the timeline we're in, you're pretty much in the right alignment. And he said that time is speeding up, it won't be a problem. And he also said that he said something very interesting. He said that like he notices that people, I'm not, and he's not saying he's right or wrong, but he didn't mention this. He mentioned that like um people who tend to be miserable or depressed, or like they're not satisfied with their life, then they're not going to keep track of how fast time is speeding up. And he also mentioned that, but if someone's in the right alignment, or if they enjoy what they're doing, they're going to recognize that time is speeding up because they're going to recognize that they don't have enough time to do the things they love. You know what I'm saying? So it gets tricky. So when time is speeding up, it's extremely hard. Even if you love what you do, because there are times where I love what I do, and even then I still can't even enjoy it as much. And I understand we got the next day to enjoy it since time is speeding up, but like it's hard to like, because of the things I enjoy doing, it still requires me to complete certain tasks and get things done. For example, like throughout my day, I love working out, I love going to the gym, and I love studying on the things I'm pursuing, right? I love doing it. But since time is speeding up, I don't have time to do those every single day because I'm always got to be in a rush, or because maybe I decided to sleep in more, or I need more time to focus on myself, or I'm just simply just, you know, doing other practices for my health. And even then, so it's gonna be in conflict with things I want to do. So that's what I mean. We're like, the time is speeding up. It's kind of a challenge in a way. I feel like we are still trying to adjust. Like even Chauncey mentioned that like people are eating less, people are sleeping less. The human biology is changing, so it gets tricky when time is speeding up. You know what I'm saying? So, and I noticed this where it's harder for people to complete certain tasks or get certain projects done throughout the day because and time is speeding up so fast. Like even on the weekends, like even with this weekend, like I have plans where I want to do certain things and tasks so I can improve my life, so I could better my performance. But I was able to complete those tasks or those things throughout the day because like this whole weekend I was in bed all day. Just I don't know what I was doing. I was just on YouTube. I was making YouTube videos. I was scrolling through Twitter. I was eating breakfast and lunch, and then I took a shower, and that's pretty much all I did. But for the most part, I was in bed all day, and like I can't believe 2 days have already passed, and it's already Sunday. It's about to be Monday, And I'm thinking like, what was I doing? And I feel like this every weekend. So it's like I could literally be in bed all day for like, I could be in bed 5 days straight. You know what I'm saying? I could be in bed 5 days straight easily. If 2 days went by fast, imagine what I could do in 3 days. You know, and it took a lot of energy for me to get out of bed. Not because I'm so depressed, but because time is speeding up so fast. Even like Chauncey Wan, like he mentioned something funny. He mentioned that like he could like stare at a wall all day and he'll be entertained. You know what I'm saying? And like when he said that, I could relate to him because I feel like, especially as time is speeding up, but like I could literally stare at a wall and I'll be entertained. You know what I'm saying? Or like I pretty much did that. I was in my bed all day. I was just chilling, and all like a couple of days have already passed. You know what I'm saying? So I could do this shit like 2 weeks straight. So I don't know, man. It's insane. Like it's and like I feel like time is speeding up. It gets tricky because like they have certain tasks. Like there's certain tasks and things I want to get done, right? And since the days are going by a lot faster, and it's almost like dark outside because the days are going by fast, I tend to get discouraged, and then I feel rushed because time is going by so fast, and then I kind of just give up on my day because how I do it, like I like to have control on the things I want. So when I write down certain tasks I'm gonna complete throughout the day, back then it used to be a lot easy for me because I know I'm so intentional on the things I want to get done, and I'm not feeling rushed because I have time on my hands. But since time is speeding up, I don't have time to do that, and I feel like I'm losing control. And when I feel like I'm losing control, then I decide not to do anything. Like I'm the type of person where I want to do something, I'm either going to go 100% all out or I'm not going to do it at all. So I'm kind of like an extremist, you know what I'm saying? And since time is speeding up, it's interfering with that. So I'm not sure if time is speeding up, it's teaching me how to adjust life overall or just how to let go of control. But what I'm saying is, and some people say since time is speeding up, it's easier for you to manifest this and that. But I don't know, man. All I'm saying is like, Todd mentioned that he did mention that like how we view life and time and space and everything in itself is going to be completely different as the years go by. And he's not wrong, he is 100% right. So, how I view how life is supposed to be is completely shattering, it's completely different, especially the times we're going into. Because you got time speeding up, so it's changing the way how I look at life. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to find different ways to adjust. And time is going to speed up only faster as years and days go by. So it gets tricky. And there's people who comment in my videos saying that like they don't have time to like enjoy their hobbies or to enjoy the things they want after work. You know what I'm saying? So it's trippy, very trippy. You know, like very trippy. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it could be something going on scientifically or spiritually, or the government's doing it. Who knows? But it is what it is, though. But comment down below your thoughts on it. So now I'm gonna talk about the importance of focus and the importance of staying focused on the things you choose to do. Right. So let's get to it. Now it's gonna correlate with time is speeding up. So this is what I mean. So since time is speeding up every single day, I've noticed whatever you put your focus into, good or bad, you're going to get you're gonna get a lot out of that. Not everything out of it since days are going by fast. Like what I mean by that, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to or a lot harder for you to get out of toxic situations, and it's gonna be a lot easier for you to stay stuck in toxic situations and to also be in a zone and be into the right alignment. So I feel like time is speeding up. It's a double-edged sword. So for example, I'm using my example. So with time speeding up, I'm aware time is speeding up for a long ass time since 2018. So it really opened my eyes in 2023 because it's been decreasing, right? Or 2022 at least. So I was aware time is speeding up. So I use it to my advantage to plan out my days, to write down the things I want to get done throughout the day. So I'll work out, I will go for runs, I'll go to the gym, I will meditate, shower, clean my room, run some errands, do my college classes, and study on the things I need to get done so I could have a better performance for my career, right? So I can improve on my career by studying like how to get promoted, studying for my current job, and like taking college classes and just shit like that, right? So and during that time, like I'll make progress, and obviously I didn't have enough time to do those things because obviously time is speeding up. But I was in the zone, I was focused, right? But I've noticed, and there are also other times where like I'll also be in bed all day, I'll be lazy all day, and I won't do anything all day, and then I'll get mad at myself because it's like, damn, I wasted my off days, or like I wasted the week, or I wasted the weekend. I wasn't doing anything. I would literally be on bed all day. I'll eat a lot of junk food. I will not take care of myself. I'll just be in bed all day, being lazy, scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Twitter, like you know what I'm saying, just doing some bullshit. So, and the reason why it's so easy for me to do that because time is speeding up, and this is what I'm talking about. So since time is speeding up, it's gonna be like it's gonna be a lot it's tricky because